Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to Direct Connect on PGA TOUR.com, where you guys, the fans, get to ask questions and connect directly with PGA Tour players through Facebook and Twitter and PGA TOUR.com. This week's guest is a SoCal guy. He's back in California for this week's Farmers Insurance Open. We say hello to Charley Hoffman, who joins us from Torrey Pines. Charley, what's happening? Good to be back home this week?
It's nice to sleep in your own bed for a week. There's no question there.
Well, it's been a busy week for you already. On Monday, your foundation, which has raised close to $500,000 for children's charities in San Diego and Las Vegas over the last couple of seasons, staged a Pro-Am event in San Diego, right? How'd it go?
Yeah, it went good. The weather on Monday was a little suspect, rain here and there, but we had 20 pros come out and support it. Names from San Diego junior golf grads, from Phil Mickelson to Scott Simpson to John Mallinger, who finished second last week, to Chris Riley. I mean, and then a whole other group of guys that play on the tour. So it was a great day. Besides the weather, then we had an auction and a party after that at a house, and we're hoping to raise over $100,000 yesterday and give back to San Diego Junior Golf, cystic fibrosis, and pro kids golf here in San Diego. So it was definitely a good day for San Diego and our foundation. That's
fantastic. Well, nice going with that. Let's jump right into our questions this week, Charley. The first one comes through Facebook. It's from our man Travis Carter. He wants to know, how's your swing nowadays? Because I picked you on my fantasy league this week.
Travis, you know what? Everything feels as good as it has in the last few years. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't say that if it didn't feel good. I'm hitting it good. Messed around with the belly putter in the off season. Went with it last week at the Hope. Let's put it this way: the short putter's back, and I'm rolling the ball pretty well.
All right, next one comes in through the tour report, Charley, from Eric, and he wants to know how you couldn't find the form to win last year. It was a tough year, as Eric said. What did you learn about not having a victory during last season that's going to help you win this year?
You know what? Last year I went back and looked at stats, and I looked at areas I needed to improve. I would say my short putting last year was somewhat of a problem. So I focused real hard on the short. We'll say from 5 feet and in, where you really save strokes. That's where I focus my off season and putting. So hopefully that pays off in the next few weeks, and I can get a W and make up for that non-win season last year.
Charley, lots of questions coming in on the whole look and the hair. You knew they were coming, so here they come. Let's get to one. Also comes through Facebook from Bobby Miner. What kind of shampoo do you use? And who do you think has the best hair in sports, you or Troy Polamalu of the Steelers?
It's got to go with Polamalu for sure. Has the best hair. I mean, I wouldn't consider my hair good by any means. Maybe a distinguishing mark, but I wouldn't call it good. Troy's distinguishing and has a full head of locks, so he's doing good. Shampoo, I usually use whatever my wife buys, so I'm not too picky. But I know I have to use conditioner nowadays, or it won't comb. So I got to throw shampoo and conditioner in there.
You've got the better man, but Polamalu is stronger against the run. How about that? We leave it at that.
No question.
All right, here's one through Twitter, Charley, from @Snowmen United. Good question. Do you like a talkative playing partner or someone who keeps chatter to a minimum? What do you think?
You know what? I don't mind either one. Let's put it this way: I would like a fast player is what I want. I like playing with the guy that plays at a brisk pace for the most part.
All right, here's one through the tour report on PGA TOUR.com from Kim Adele Hastert. Good question for a SoCal guy. Do you love In-N-Out Burger, or because you grew up with it, Charley, is it no big deal? And Kim, that's a good question for a guy who has no doubt ordered his fair share of double-doubles animal style through the years.
You know what? Let's put it this way: I hit In-N-Out on my drive over from Palm Springs on Sunday, so I'll let you answer that question. I'm pretty sure I love it.
All right, that comes from Kim. We appreciate that question. Moving right along, here's one from the tour report, also from John D., who says he sees a lot of youngsters wearing earphones when they're on the range. Charley, do you ever listen to music while you're practicing?
I personally think that's not very good. The feel goes through your ears, so you're not really feeling the golf shot or hearing how the ball's coming off your club or putter. So I think you establish feel through your ears, so I don't think kids should practice with their headphones in there. So let's put it that way. I don't practice with headphones on either.
All right, what's on the iPod anyway?
iPod has a whole plethora of music. I go from Bob Marley to Jack Johnson to Pearl Jam to U2. I mean, you name it, I like it for the most part.
Charley Hoffman's got it covered. Here's one that came through Facebook from Stephen Howard. What's the most inspiring moment of your life? I have a feeling it might be the birth of your daughter Claire 14 months ago.
Yeah, there's no question. Claire coming into my wife and I's life is something special you can't describe. Winning golf tournaments is fun, but having a daughter every day, it gets better.
How's fatherhood going, by the way, for you and Stacy?
It's been so easy and so good. She's a great baby, sleeps good, and eats good, healthy, and I couldn't imagine life without her anymore.
Visiting with Charley Hoffman, a San Diego native, competing at this week's Farmers Insurance Open, but lives in Las Vegas and played his college golf at UNLV. That's the subject of our next question. It comes from Twitter at @RunRebelsRun. Charley, how often do you visit the campus at UNLV? And have you seen a hoops game this year? Dave Rice has got the Rebels running again, huh?
Yeah, it's nice. I didn't know losing Kruger how that was going to be this year, but obviously Rice, the recruiting class that Kruger brought in was pretty strong, and Rice has taken over right where Kruger left off and brought in some other good talent, junior college transfers, and so I haven't gone to a game this year. Unfortunately, every time I've been home, they've been out of town. The rodeo is in town, and that takes over a little bit of time with Thomas and Mac. I do catch a few games on TV, and I definitely check the UNLV athletic site and check on how they're doing week in and week out.
All right, let's sneak one more in for Charley Hoffman through Facebook from Sharon Nunnally Stevenson. Charley, how many green gloves do you estimate that you've given out to fans through the years? And this is part of your successful partnership, of course, with Waste Management, right?
Yeah, you know what? I've given out and signed a lot. I don't really have many around the house. I try to give them to whoever wants them. I only use one per week, so I don't have that many really. So we have a limited supply. So if you get one of them, there's a rare supply of them. So I think if you find one, you should hold on to it.
Hopefully Charley Hoffman is in a giving mood this week at the Farmers Insurance Open in his hometown of San Diego. Charley, good luck this week. Thanks for the time. Thanks for connecting with us.
Appreciate it, guys. Have fun.